Welcome, low ego action heroes. This is Debbie Levitt from DeltaCX.com. We're a full service CX and UX consultancy and we do training. Check us out. Welcome to episode 127, Assessing UX Program Curricula Part 2. This is a follow-up to episode 110, where I got so many things for my reaction stream that were asking me to react to bootcamp curricula, program curricula, online courses, university degrees. I got so many of those for the reaction stream that we just made it its own stream. And that was episode 110. Well, I got so many of them that we made this another stream. And we are going to be here a while, but it's Friday night and I've got nothing else to do. And I'm kind of happy to spend it with all of you. So we might be here a little bit late. I got a lot of programs to look at. But like episode 110, I'm going to first go through a slide I wrote about what I look for in a bootcamp program, an online course, a university degree, anything. And I show you this because I want you to use these tools. You don't have to just come to my show and say, Deb, what do you think of these things? You can think for yourself. You've got the power of critical thinking. If you're watching this channel, you have the power of critical thinking, and I want you to use my criteria or some of your own to judge these boot camps for yourself. So hopefully this will be the last episode where we look at them because you can do this yourself. I promise. I trust you to make the right decision for yourself when it comes to programs. And hello, Aitan. So let's take a look at a slide I've put together, which I will perform for you, and then we can get into the boot camping. So here are the steps anybody can take to research and assess any online course, bootcamp, or university degree. Let's start with the easier steps, since if the program doesn't pass the easy steps, we don't have to bother with the hard steps. If a program doesn't pass one of the easiest steps, I would just walk away. Okay, let's get this cooking. Here we go. All right, words are coming up. Yes, right? Yes, cool. It's functioning today. Okay, step 1, look for obvious lies and statistical manipulations. Does the website claim that UX is badly in need and companies can't fill all the UX jobs they have? That hasn't been true for years. With many jobs getting over 200 applications, even over 1,000 applications, companies are not having trouble finding candidates. What about other statistics that seem unlikely to be true, like 95% of graduates got a job within 6 months? I've debunked that one in other videos. And how about you'll make $80,000 or euros or over 100,000 American dollars? That's not going to be true unless and until you are senior level or higher. That could be 4 or 5 years from now. So like the laws of supply and demand, the flood of people looking for UX jobs has pushed salaries down. So I can't tell you when you're going to earn a 6-figure salary. Step 2. My words coming up? No. Okay. Step 2. Sorry, my screen's over here. Step 2. How does the school build the bridge between learning and getting that first job? What's the point of paying for a program that claims to make you job ready if you don't end up job ready? What's the point of going to a school if they're going to tell you you still need to learn more to get a job? So why don't you go freelance? And check the fine print. Freelancing can invalidate your money-back guarantee. So check if the school telling you to go freelance is the same school that will invalidate your job guarantee refund if you go freelance. It's not enough anymore to learn something for a few weeks and then start applying to jobs. Workplaces need more than a few weeks of experience for nearly every job. Most jobs now want at least a year of experience. If the program doesn't have a direct link to a real apprenticeship program at a real company where you will get real coaching, mentoring, and help, then what's the point? Why overpay for information you can learn inexpensively or for free? If there isn't a clear bridge to an apprenticeship or a first job, walk away. Step 3. Who are the instructors, tutors, mentors, and anybody who will teach you or judge your work? This one will knock out nearly every bootcamp and program immediately. Find where the website tells you who these people are. Oh, it's not on the website? Of course it's not. If you're interested in the program, ask for the names of the instructors, mentors, and tutors who will be teaching you or reviewing your work. If they don't have that or they can't give it to you, cross them off your list. If you do get the names of people, go to LinkedIn and check that. Here's what you're looking for. How far ahead of your career path are they? Many schools offer instructors, mentors, and tutors who've never worked in UX before. I'm serious. They're recent grads of the same program, or they recently got a bachelor's or master's in UX but haven't had a real job yet. Anything in life worth learning should be learned from experts. Do not fall for any propaganda that makes it sound like you want to learn from peers or people like you. This is a sales tactic to distract you from the fact that the school didn't hire experts to teach or coach you. Walk away from any program that seems to look down on people with experience or education. Then you have to check how long they've worked in CX or UX and in what ways. This is not so easy since many people working at boot camps have ambiguous LinkedIn profiles. They might list a job as UX UI, but you have no idea how much real UX work they did if they don't describe the job. You're looking for years, and I mean years, preferably 5 or more, specifically working in whatever they are teaching. Are they teaching UX research? Then you are looking for at least 5 years doing UX research. Are they teaching information architecture and interaction design? Then you are looking for jobs on their LinkedIn that focused on those specialties for at least 5 years. Visual designer, graphic designer, or creative director aren't UX jobs. Some schools tell you the instructor has years or decades of experience in design. Remember that design can be pretty much anything. They might have made posters or business cards or did grunt work at an agency. UX is about finding problems and solving problems. You're looking for people who are teaching or coaching you to have years of experience in this. You expect plumbing school to be taught by an expert plumber, not by an electrician who sometimes fixes toilets. All of these steps are true even for university programs. I've seen university degrees, looked up the professor on LinkedIn, and found they had 2 or 3 years of UX experience. We had fireworks about a month ago when we found some guy had done a LinkedIn learning course on UX, and he had no UX experience. Newbies can make good friends and they can tell you how they got their first job, but they're probably not the right people to teach you a craft that takes years to get good at. If the program relies on peer coaching, peer feedback, or peer grading of projects, Google's UX course, walk away. You are spending time and money to learn from experts. You want your work checked by experts. Fellow newbies still learning and guessing are not the right people to grade your project or review your work. If you're a student, you're not qualified to tell other students whether their observational research plan could be improved. Boot camps only do this because it's cheap and easy, not because it's a great pedagogical approach. Run away from a school that just wants students to try to figure it out and guess among themselves. Step 4. Find out how you will practice what you will learn. How many projects will you do in your course? Are these projects for real clients, or are these fake or sample projects? Sample projects can be good for practice, but nothing beats learning on real projects. How often will your highly qualified mentors, coaches, or tutors be giving you feedback on your work? Many programs give you feedback at the end, when it's too late to learn from mistakes and improve your work. Some programs give you a little bit of coaching once a month. I believe that people who are learning need 1 to 2 hours per week of tough love individual feedback telling you what you've done wrong, gently, and how to improve. I also know that such a program might not exist. So what will they give you? And see step 3 for who is going to give it to you. That might make you walk away. Are you doing any solo projects? Team projects can seem fun, but when I look at your portfolio and the project was done by you, Sam, Kim, Alessio, and Katerina, who did the good work? Who did the bad work? How can I decide to interview you when I'm not sure which work is yours and which was done by someone else? Solo projects solve this problem. The work is all yours, and I can decide if I want to interview you because I've seen your work. Here's one that'll knock just about every program on the planet off your list. Do you advance in the course if you're not getting the current topic right? If you are really messing up the unit on UX research, you're guessing badly at your tasks, and your results and outcomes don't match your research goals, does anybody demand that you try this again before moving to the next topic? Or does everybody get a check mark for trying and we all move on? Most forms of education move people on no matter how bad their work was. But if you care about being job ready, then you want to be told to stop and start over if you're really doing that badly. Step 5 is the hardest step. But if the school has passed everything else, this one is important. Check the curriculum. That's what we'll do today. What are they teaching? Does it look mostly like design thinking or design sprints? You can learn those anywhere for free. You don't have to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars or euros or whatever to learn something that isn't a UX process. Yes, design thinking and design sprints aren't UX processes, but we don't have time for that now. Check out the YouTube channel for more on that. If they are teaching trendy things, but not the approaches and techniques that mostly haven't changed over the last 30 years, what will you be able to do when today's trends go out of style? You'd go out of style with them, and that's not good. So check that curriculum. When it says you'll be learning the foundations of UX, what are they teaching? Can you tell from the website? That's good information to know. A content strategist would know to put that information there. If the curriculum lacks detail, they're assuming you have low standards and you'll buy anything that says, "We teach UX foundations." But if you have CX or UX in your blood, start using that now and ask for the details of exactly what you're learning. If it says you'll learn the UX process, what do they mean by that? Some people say that's design thinking and fast workshops we can run in a week. I would say it's full user-centered or human-centered design done with science, technique, and proficiency. Don't assume you'll be taught the right things. Ask for more information. If they don't have it, or they try to distract you from wanting that, walk away. That step can be hard to do because you don't even know what you don't even know. You don't know what to look for, and schools can sell you anything. Again, this is where a good mentor or coach can help. We'll also be reviewing all of these boot camps today, so here we are live doing that. So that's the end of that slide. Now we're going to get into the actual boot camps and programs. And thanks to the people watching live and those watching hello in the future, watching the archived version in the live stream podcast playlist. I've got my earpiece in today so that I can hear when my timer goes off because we have so many to review. I'm going to set a 2-minute timer, then the gong is going to go off and I'm going to have to move on. So let's see if I can pull up the correct screen and start looking at some of these programs. Let's see if that is the correct screen. You should see my screen and the chat room and me. Okay, I think we've got it. So here we go. This is the Fountain Institute, and they attracted some positive attention recently on LinkedIn for pooping on some pooping stuff worth pooped on, and we'll be talking about it next week in the reaction stream. But they also appear to be some sort of UX school, so hopefully they're, that's why they're out there marketing. Kayleen says, "I'm late, catching up on double speed. I think it's also important to see how the programs teach the students to collaborate. What is Agile and how to work with other teams?" Yes, when I said that to General Assembly in late 2019, they were very surprised that I told them they should be teaching Agile. They were like, huh? So I can't, so let's start the timer and let's talk about Fountain Institute. Now, again, I am only judging all of these by websites. Last time I did this, people wrote to me and said, "Hey, you said a good program is bad." If they have a bad website or they don't describe their program well, I can't help you there. So this is the Fountain Institute, and basically from what I saw, they claim to be an advanced UX course for people already working in UX, UI, or product design. It's some sort of live 6-week class. When I scanned through this, I couldn't quite tell what it was, though I did notice one of their testimonials was friend of the show and low ego action hero Chang, and he said he did enjoy doing this course. So there's that. But when I look at it, I'm not too sure what's going on. So it appears to be for people who already have skill, but maybe are responsible for building the practice at their company. That would typically be leadership. It wouldn't necessarily be designers or junior designers. Of course, you got to have your double diamonds. Grow your influence and build confidence, and you're going to learn strategy in a week, research in a week, design synthesis in a week. So this is really research synthesis so that you can design. Facilitation, which makes me sad, as you know. Presenting in a week, and design ops in a week. So I did not download the curriculum, and they had some testimonials here. So it's difficult for me to assess this because I can't totally tell what's going on here. It seems like it's a little bit of a leadership course, and I can't technically complain about a leadership course, but I can't totally tell what's going on here. I can just see these themes. So again, if this course interests you, you might want to download the curriculum and see more of what this is. And oh, and there goes the gong. And let's also remember that everything here is not sponsored. Nobody paid for these to be here. I'm probably going to dislike most of them. So this is definitely not sponsored. Somebody sent in one that appeared to be an ad, and so I'm not showing that one. So how does this look? Well, with Chang saying it's pretty good, and with this seeming to focus on things that it seems like it's maybe like a discount Nielsen Norman group. I didn't see how much it costs though. So I think that's unfortunate. I think they should really say that up front. They've really pushed hard on, oh, here it is. Here we go. So it's about 2,000 euros, which is about 2,200 American dollars. And this person was the head of design at Career Foundry. I generally dislike Career Foundry, so it's hard for me to tell if these people are going to do a good job or not. I think it's interesting. It seems interesting. So again, not there's our friend Chang. So I think that it's hard for me to know if this is good or not, and we're out of time. But I think it could be interesting for people who are more advanced, so I'm going to give it 3 dogs. It doesn't seem like a total disaster, but I'm a little suspicious of the head of design of Career Foundry being involved in it, since I tend to have a low opinion of Career Foundry. So I'm not so sure on this one, but let's give it 3 dogs and let's move on. All right, let's start our countdown. This is Become a Behavioral Designer. Learn to leverage the power of behavioral economics and consumer psychology. This is behavioraleconomicsbootcamp.com. And clearly it's got something built in where when I moved my mouse above the screen, they decided to throw marketing at me. And you would think that people teaching behavioral design would know by now that these mostly don't work. So that gives me a little bit of a negative opinion. Are they going to be teaching you to do this? I hope not. So we've got a self-paced boot camp and we have an interactive boot camp. Just for fun, let's see interactive boot camp. I'm clicking. Nothing's happening. Self-paced? No. The buttons don't work? What about this? Interactive? No. Button's not working. Let's try refreshing the page. Interactive? No. Okay, it looks like this should go to /interactive. So let's just try typing that. All right, apply for access. Okay. Learn behavioral science with live sessions with expert instructors. Okay, who? I would like to get their names so I know they're not stock photos. 4-week interactive boot camp. I usually skip testimonials because you can always find somebody who will say something good about anything. Kayleen says, are cookies disabled? Yes, they are. I'm in a private Firefox browser. So weekly scheduled. Interactive lecture, workshop, feedback, curriculum. Why behavioral economics is a shortcut. I don't think of it as a shortcut. Foundational principles, behavioral design process. Can we tell how much this costs? Who should take this course? When are the sessions? Can I lower the cost? Where was the cost? Did anyone see the cost? Okay, Kayleen says, I find buttons sometimes stop working if I've disabled cookies. Okay, so obviously it's a little bit of a red flag for me to be on a program about behavioral change, and their website doesn't work if cookies are disabled because nobody tested that. And I guess their idea of behavior change is to try to get me on their mailing list when I went to leave the site. So I'm not impressed by that. I do think behavioral economics is something good to learn, so I might give them a dog or two for that. But I didn't see what this costs, and so it's hard for me to say, okay, these buttons don't work. That's really, really sad, y'all. I think that will lower the number of dogs they were going. Oh, here we go. It's at the bottom. Private at $3,000 per person. So I don't know what this one costs. I do see how do I lower the cost, but I don't see what does it cost. Who's teaching the course? Kristen Berman from Irrational Labs. Kristen Berman, LinkedIn, Kristen Berman. Did I spell that right? Here we go. Behavioral scientist. Okay. Behavioral scientist. Behavioral scientist. Behavioral scientist. Advisor to other people. Okay. This site's a little bit messy, and I can't really tell. Do these open? So these look like accordions, but they don't open. So that's a strange paradigm to use for bullets. I would have to say I hate their website, but I'm hoping that the information here is good and the person teaching it seems qualified. So I would give it 3 dogs. I think that if you were interested in behavioral economics, this might be worth looking into, but without more information on this or knowing what it costs, it's hard for me to say if it's really worth it. But I think it's got potential. But again, I would need to know a lot more because I don't think the website did a good job selling me on this or giving me compelling, helpful information. So that's a mistake. And of course, it makes me think like, well, do you really know behavioral design then? So moving on. Okay, Hyper Island UX Designer Upskill. So I was sent their UX Design course and their UX Designer Upskill. So what's Upskill? This is 32 weeks. That's a long time. It is 97,000. What country am I in? Is this Swedish crowns? Anybody can do a quick translation on 97,000 Swedish crowns and tell me what that is? I think that's 9,000 American dollars. Oh boy, they think I want to read paragraphs. Shit. Online meetings or real life meetings, access the syllabus. Paulia says no, 12,000. Oh God, access the syllabus is blocked by a form, y'all. God damn it. Come on, people. Come on. Oh, by the way, Kayleen, remember we were talking about this? Because I'm in Europe, I have a choice to reject all cookies on most sites. Okay, so they don't want me to see the syllabus unless I go into their sales funnel. For that, I give them a middle finger. Who is the UX Designer Upskill program for? Anybody working in IT, graphic design, web or systems, project management, or planning. So it looks like they are assuming that their UX upskill is for non-UX people to learn UX, which I tell people to please not do. I understand it can make you money, but when you upskill these other people, you're taking jobs away from everybody else. And so no, I'm not for this. Kayleen says it's 11,250 US dollars or over 9,000 euros. So this is extremely expensive for other people to be upskilled. Our methodology. Look at this terrible UX design. Look at this. I've got a right-left scroll bar in the page because this is an iframe or something like that. So what is your methodology? I clicked our methodology. Learn by doing, work in teams. Okay, so let's play the game. First name, me. We'll send an email with a link to the syllabus. So that means I'm not going to get it after I fill this out. They're going to make sure that I give a real email address. So you know what? I'm going to go with one dog on this one, and I'm going to say big no thanks. Someone asked me to check out the UX designer course from Hyper Island, but I think I'm going to stick with a 1 dog out of 5 rating for this. I'm definitely not pleased with their own website. If you're going to teach UX, I think you've got to have a decent website, or at least one that takes user needs into account. And I definitely want to see the syllabus without entering your sales funnel. If you're not going to let me do that, then a middle finger to you. All right, moving on. I was sent this one, uxwritinghub.com, and start the countdown. Oh, this is Yuval. Okay, so I'm connected to him on LinkedIn, but I don't know him. My impression is that he seems to know what he's doing, but I don't know him and I haven't seen any of his work. So he seems like an interesting person, but again, hashtag not sponsored. I don't really know this guy. Demand for writers is high. That actually is true right now. You can become a writer in 6 months. Maybe. Writing research, content first. Okay. Seems interesting. Did we miss the price, or did they put it at the bottom because they don't want you to know it? Here it is. Full tuition. $2,695 American dollars, or pay $715 a month in 4 payments, or 12 payments of $265. So again, that's going to add up to $3,180. That's normal. I don't have a problem with them charging a little more if they break it into payments for you. At least it's not an ISA or anything like that. Now, when I see a button up here that says request a syllabus, that makes me think I'm going to be put in the sales funnel and I'm not going to be able to see the syllabus. UX, y'all. UX. Why? So I'm going to give this a few dogs because I hear good things about this person. I think many of his LinkedIn posts are interesting. He usually doesn't come off as a jerk or an unlikable person. But I think it's unfortunate to be trying to teach UX or teach something about UX and be using marketing techniques that most of us know don't work. We don't want to be put in the sales funnel, or we're going to give a fake email address. No, thank you. So 3 dogs, if I didn't already say. I think if you're interested in writing, this could be worth looking at, but I wish people would just freaking show us the syllabus and help us fall in love with this program and not put up any obstacles. You know, this is the 4 horsemen of bad UX, registered trademark me. This is distraction because now I have to wait. I'm distracted. I can't complete my task. We're all task-based on this channel, right? My task is fall in love with this program, maybe even sign up, see the syllabus, compare it to other programs. I can't even do that. I'm frustrated and I'm distracted and I'm disappointed. All right, this one is UXcel. Again, I have no idea who this is. And it looks like, oh, I see. There's a page that goes to get verified. So I'm not on the home page. I seem to be somewhere else, but I can't click on their logo and go to another page. I don't even think I have, can anyone think of any effect I should be setting off? I'm not even sure I have an effect for, are you fucking kidding me? Your logo doesn't link to your homepage, but this doesn't look like your homepage because it's a long URL. Do I have a graphic appropriate for this? I can't believe it. Well, the interactive test that covers topics takes 20 minutes to complete. Well, you got 2 minutes. Let's see how far we get. Oh my God. What? Oh. You know, if you're going to just keep teaching that UX is about putting up barriers for people and following the business needs to get people into a funnel and contact them later and send them a drip campaign and get their email address and their phone number and they agree to I agree to your privacy policy in terms of service and God knows what those fucking say. No, no, no. From now on, if I can't see what you are offering without giving up my privacy and my information, then you're getting one dog. That's it. So one dog for UXL who doesn't seem to know how to link their own logo to their homepage. Now I'm mad, y'all. UXL.com. This can't even be the homepage. No, it's not even the homepage. Learn design. You learn design, UXL. Give me a break. Oh, thank you, Wilson. Thank you, Wilson. Very sweet of you. Thank you for the $5 Canadian. Always appreciated. And look at this. Talk straight out of the book of shitty marketing. It's a countdown. The sale ends in 6 days because they think scarcity is going to bring you in. What year is this? Pass. One dog, pass. Moving on. All right, next. This is a UCLA certificate. Now, the question is this really UCLA or is this Trilogy? How do we know? How do I know if this is Trilogy or if it's really UCLA? Frequently asked. Yeah, I'm done with that one. Is the word Trilogy on this page? No. Okay, so just so you all know, Trilogy is a company that makes UX courses and sells them to universities. So universities put their name on them, but they're actually all the same course behind the scenes because they're all Trilogy. All right, well, let's start the countdown and see what we think of this. So this is a UCLA certificate in user experience. It's online. Okay, great. This is for designers, engineers, information architects, writers, sociologists, and entrepreneurs who want to make compelling user experiences. Someone interested in a multidisciplinary design thinking approach. Okay. Individuals who want to be able to create successful and innovative, I hope you're going to teach innovation, web, print, and packaging. Print and packaging. Wow. UX for print and packaging. Okay, so this sounds like it fell out of another era. If I were going to teach someone user experience, I don't think I would teach them print and packaging. This is Thomas Dillman. LinkedIn, Thomas Dillman. Was that 2 N's on the end? Okay. Yep, that's the same picture. He's the director of UX at the NFL. Before that, UX at Fandango. Worked at Walt Disney. Oh, I wonder what he did. In 2012 to 2013. Interesting time to work at Disney. Good for you, sir. Yeah, Paulia says, imagine your final project being a packaging concept. So he seems interesting. That's good. But what they're teaching seems a little weird. Here's the courses. User Experience 1. Let's click on it and see what's in it. I'm clicking. Clicking doesn't work. So this might be another site that doesn't work if you are... if you've turned off cookies. So that means they don't care. Okay, learn how to conduct user research, make user personas and scenarios, hands-on assignments, and design a comprehensive project that includes research and a design mock-up. That's a lot. Okay, so it's kind of hard to judge this one. They're saying that's an 11-week course on research and design. That seems like a lot to pack in that. I'm also not too sure why they're showing these out of order. Do they want you to take these out of order, or are these actually in order? Not so sure. So this one I think seems interesting. It seems to have potential. It's $4,560. I don't know if it's any good or not. You know, I'm only spending 2 minutes on these. There's some weird stuff here. I don't know where print and packaging jump in. We've got an elective here. Oh, none of these don't say print and packaging. So it's almost like someone used an outdated template, or they copied and pasted from something else, because this doesn't seem quite right, but it really shouldn't say print and packaging. And I am worried that they're going to teach you design thinking, even though I haven't seen anything here that says design thinking. So I think they need to take a fresh look at their website, because it looks like they don't match themselves. User experience class 2 iteration. MVPs, voice and gesture. That's really jumping in. I'm not seeing anything here that says print, packaging, or design thinking. So I'm going to give this a 2 dogs. I think this could have potential, but I'm super confused as to what they're actually teaching, what you're going to learn, and how you're going to learn it, and whether or not things are rushed through, or they're really, if there's real care for this. I also don't know how much people are going to review your work, so I didn't get a sense of that. But yeah, I can't tell what's going on here, so I'm just going to give it 2 dogs. All right, now this is a Teachable website. I recognize the icon since I use Teachable as well. And this is a guy who we sometimes see on LinkedIn, and I rarely agree with his posts. He is also using the sense of scarcity, that for 6 more days, he's going to give you 90% off. But I think when someone sent this to me a month or so ago, it was 90% off. So this is either the longest sale in the world, or he keeps restarting it. Hi, Charlene. He is selling his course for $25, which tells me he was not able to sell it at $242. You know, Michelle Ronson's been raising her prices, and I know that's unfortunate for you, but I say good for her, because that means that her course is successful and she could keep it the same price or raise the price. When someone lowers the price, and especially this drastically, it tells me it's not selling. So it's got a bit of a squeeze page feel. You know, do you want to be a UX designer? Money back guarantee. Do you want to work in a fastest growing with starting salary? So this is all the typical sales pitch stuff, which I find to be garbage and unfortunate. And you'll learn stuff. Oh, Nick, you're back in time. You're way back in time. You wrote just over $11,000. You are way back in time, my friend. Hurry up, catch up. 20 hours of on-demand video. And 7 minutes, you can sample 7 minutes of it. And because it's teachable, we can see what he's done. So 7 steps to becoming a UX designer, and then an introduction to Adobe XD. Hey, that's all you need, y'all. Just learn Adobe XD. Learn the interface, learn your designs, learn how to make a hero graphic, learn how to make an e-commerce website. Where's the foundations of UX? Oh, they're after we learn how to build stuff in Adobe XD. So we're building first and then we're learning. User-centered design process. What is a UX designer and what do they do? Why isn't that first? So I don't know this guy, but I don't have a good feeling about this. I think the instructional design here seems a little bit strange. Certainly for $25, it's low risk, especially since he's saying money back guarantee. If you don't think this course is for you within 7 days, I'll refund. So if you want your money back within 7 days, but that means you're going to have to devote time to watch some videos. So certainly low risk, but I'm not in love with what's going on here. So I think I'm going to go with 2 dogs. Charlene says, is this the same guy I posted a few weeks back? He was Anthony. I think this is the same Anthony. So yeah, moving on. DMBA. I think we talked about this one before. It popped up somewhere. I think on the Slack channel. If you want to join our Slack channel, it is free. And it is deltacx.link/join Slack. And you can meet some of the lovely people in the chat room today. So this is DMBA, and it's not a real MBA. I looked at this one before, and basically the idea is that these people are going to teach you to speak the business's language. So you're still going to be a designer, but the idea is it's a 6-week mini business school, I guess, to try to help designers better understand speaking the business's language. So let's see. I don't read testimonials. So where is the curriculum? DMBA. 6-week online program, 10 to 12 hours a week of work. 30 people in your cohort, $3,200 tuition fee. That's close to 4,000 American dollars. Individual mentor feedback, but I don't know how often that is, so that would be good. This is to prepare you towards leadership, have more impact on strategy. I mean, this sounds interesting, but I don't feel like I have a really good sense of what's going on. So let's click on content. Ecosystem, business empathy, y'all. Oh, have empathy for the business. Business strategy, business models, metrics. I do think that these are things that are important to for people to know. Do they need to take this course to do it? Not really. I mean, especially since they have everything listed right here. What stops you from just Googling some of these things? What is a design metrics canvas? What is Porter's generic strategies or Porter's 5 forces? Well, how do we do competitor research? And what does building a business model look like? Now, as UX practitioners, we are rarely building the business model. So I'm not too sure how much of this is going to be really useful in your day-to-day. Even if you were a UX leader, I'm not sure how much you are building the business model. I did Blue Ocean Strategy in my MBA, and I don't think I'll ever use it for anything. So I would give this 2 dogs. I think it's interesting that they're trying to tackle the idea of designers speaking the business language and understanding more about making business cases and things like that. But I'm not sure you have to take this course to do it, and I'm not sure this course is teaching what I would recommend. And Paulia says, good old empathy. Yeah, what would we do without it? So I'll give them 2 dogs. Next. Fundamentals of UX. And while we were waiting, we got a join the mailing list pop-up. Slow clap. Yeah, okay. So y'all don't care about the user. Get 15% off. How about you just give me 15% off? Maybe that's the right price for your course. You're evidently willing to sell it for 15% less. This class is taught live via Zoom. Fundamentals of UX from svcseattle.com. Again, I have no idea who they are. Class description, user-centered design, career readiness. I don't understand why people think the first or second things people should learn is career readiness. Aren't we here to learn about how to do good UX work? It's a little early for career readiness. We don't even understand what UX people do. User research, usability testing and reporting, information architecture, taxonomy, and wireframes. Why is wireframes under information architecture? It's interaction design. Ethics in, now, who wants to guess? When I click on download class outline, will it make me put in my email address? Hi, Denise. No, there it is. You can actually see it. You didn't have to put in your email address. That's nice. Okay, so at least we saw that. Now, oh, that opened in a new window. Close the window. What does this cost? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. Oh, here it is, $425. But you could have 15% off if you join their mailing list, use some sort of code, and then quit their mailing list. Saturdays for 3 weeks? 18, 20 something, 4 weeks? 4 Saturdays? Oh, no, no, no. I don't think you can learn all the things on her list in 4 Saturdays for 5 hours, which is probably 4 hours since you get a lunch break. Oh, no, no, no. I don't think this is going to be in-depth enough, but this is just a quick guess based on what I'm seeing on the website. This is like 20 hours of instruction. That's quite low. I will give it 2 dogs. I wonder if it's a starting point. I wonder if her information is good and it's a starting point. We'd also want to look up who she is. The price is low and you can get 15% off. But again, I'm just worried it's going to be way too surface or cursory, and I can't tell from this website if it is or isn't. M324 says, bit pricey for a taster. Yeah, I don't know. It's, yeah. And it's all over Zoom. So there you go. All right, let's move on. And we'll start hey, look what I've got, everybody. Marketing. This is Cornell University, who wants me to unlock a free information session. Get access to a virtual open house to get your questions answered live. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? You won't even let me go to a virtual open house for free and get my questions answered live without getting into your fucking sales funnel? Are you fucking serious? You know you get 1 dog for that. Courses, so user experience design certificate program. It's $3,600. Human-centered design essentials. View course details. Course overview. Mystery. Oh God, they had an accordion just for those 2 lines? Gilly. She must get that a lot. I'm sorry. Oh no. It's for product managers, web designers, software developers. Well, it's for people transitioning in, I guess. This is very hard to tell what's going on here. And effective user research. See what this course says. Oh, it says the same thing that the other page said. Develop an interview plan, develop the interview program, conduct an interview. I feel like there's more to research than that. Am I missing something? There's a lot more to research than that. Creating personas, which is like one of the things I do the least because you don't always need them. I don't understand why people put so much emphasis on personas. It's not even something we always do. What is this? Can anyone tell me what this is on my leg? I think it's some sort of mosquito bite. Hold on, I'm going to put some eucalyptus on it. Charlene says, will I learn all the courses or just one? I get the feeling it's all the courses. But yeah, it's a little weird. I'm assuming it's all the courses for $3,600 American dollars. Develop a UX design concept. Well, that escalated quickly. Are you going to teach information architecture? Oh no, this is going to be improve your sketching skills. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to go with 1 dog on this one. I mean, you're by default, you're going to get 1 dog when your marketing supersedes your customer needs, but I'm just not feeling this program. It doesn't feel strong to me, and I'm worried that we're jumping around too much. Iton says, I've never seen personas listed in job descriptions, haven't figured out why. I think it sounds fancy. Yeah, so let's move on. I still have like 10 more of these, so we're going to be running late today. Skillio, skillio.net. And of course, the first thing we see says pixel perfect design. And everybody knows that, and design systems, these are UI terms. These are not UX terms. And yeah, you know what? Some UX research methods. So they claim earn as you learn UX for free. Now, obviously, that's a very interesting sounding thing here, where not only am I not paying to be educated, but someone's going to pay me to be educated. Social learning. Learn new skills by enrolling in curated learning paths. Earn credits as you learn and redeem them for rewards. Wilson! Learning contests and learning community. So I don't see anything here about you being taught by an instructor. I don't see anything here about your work being checked. It sounds like someone has curated other things you should look at or read, and then you're going to be able to get $5 off at filling your gas tank. Digital product designer will learn design process from a sad guy. Responsibility and playfulness. That's where we're starting. The first thing you're going to learn is responsibility and playfulness, acquaintance, understanding, development, execution, color theory, which you don't need to know if you ask me. At least these looks a little more friendly. A/B testing, marketing does that. Agile, Scrum, and Lean UX. Unfortunately, y'all know how I feel about that. And gamification. So it looks like we're going to orbit UX, but never actually land on UX. So I'm just going to stop here and give this one dog. This just seems banana pants crazy. I don't even know what is going on here. So pass. One dog for you, everybody. Next. Oh, did you notice this popped up when I went to leave? Because they have it set so that if I'm leaving the site, this pops up. Yeah, right, because we really get UX and we care about the user. This is 10K designers. I remember thinking this was from another country, maybe India. Let's start the timer. The design school of the future. Well, that's funny. I'm in the present. So what can you do for me now? A new kind of internet university focused on helping you build a network, learn new skills, and build the right mindset. Oh, was nobody else doing that? Nobody's focused on helping me build a network, learn new skills, and build the right mindset? Damn. Our programs. UI UX design, brand experience design, and design, I assume not a real MBA. It's too bad everyone's calling things MBAs when they're not. I just got an MBA, and now I guess it's going to be, meaningless? Because people will think I did a 2-hour online course. Nick says, I have a time machine. Yeah, you are way back, my friend. 2exit. 10K designers, UI, UX, an invite-only masterclass. Okay, so everybody who's ever touched marketing from afar knows that invite-only is a way to be put on a mailing list, get into a drip campaign, because why can't you just sign up? And this guy is now going to tell you his story. I want to tell you my story. Nobody cares about your story. We really don't. What are you teaching and how are you teaching it? This is still his story, y'all. This is not low ego action hero. This is I want to talk about my story. Now it's online classes suck, and I'm going to teach you everything you need to be a designer, including getting shit done. M324 says, well, at least most of these websites are visually pleasing. Week 1 to week 3, meet people. History of design, fundamentals of visual design and Figma. Whoa. Week 4 to week 6, design process, mental models, research, metric, and products. I always feel like when I see the way people list these things so casually that you could probably just read a few books and know this stuff. You know, is this person reviewing your work? I don't know. He was too busy telling his story. Making websites in Webflow. I've never seen a UX job asking for Webflow. Congrats, you're a designer now. Well, you get one dog for that. All right. Well, so much for that. So I'm not interested in this one. If you are, you can look into it. Charlene says, what are all the emojis for? One dog for that one. All right, moving on. Path Unbound. Creative education tailored for you. The design industry hasn't provided an equitable learning path for everyone to launch a profitable creative career. We're here to provide that path for you. Okay, interesting promise. Equitable path of creative education. So if it's equitable, does that mean it's free so that everyone has access to it? If anyone sees the cost of this, let me know. Learn for free. Okay. Unlike expensive boot camps, it's free and open source to learn visual design. Oh, okay. So if you want to learn UX, this isn't going to be for you. This appears to be visual design. School of Design. Visual design. Affordable mentor sessions. So it sounds like you might get video courses for free and you'll have exercises, but nobody's going to look at your exercises. You have to pay for mentor sessions. Can I click on that? Oh, yikes. Enroll. That escalated quickly. I just wanted to know what the mentoring sessions cost. I'm not ready to buy this. Build a portfolio in 6 to 12 weeks. Okay, we won't guarantee you a job. Good for you. We teach more than UI UX? I didn't see any UX. Open sourced curated curriculum. So to me, open sourced curated curriculum sounds like a buzzword for we found free shit on the internet and we're going to tell you to look at that. All right, so I'm just going to go with one dog here. I can't tell what's going on here. I mean, if it's free stuff they found on the internet, you can go find that too. Baseline HQ. Welcome to a free design bootcamp. Wow, there are a lot of these. Created in-house by expert educators. These look like accordions, but I can't open them, so evidently they don't know what accordions are. 100% free course materials, free, free, free. No sign-up required, no payment necessary. We don't even want your email address. Well, that certainly looks good. You will learn about design process, design principles, explore the course. Introduction to design. Visual design, Figma, graphic design, how to make wireframes, and if you want coaching, just $35. I'm just going to go with one dog for this one because it just sounds like a lot of graphic design courses with the absolute least you could imagine to talk about what UX is at all. M324 says, I tried this one. It curates articles and gives you an exercise at the end. Not very engaging. Thank you, M324. Kayleen says the UX career transition journey is basically a test on how to not get gaslit. These websites are trying to disconnect me from reality. It does feel that way. Larry Marine says, always ask yourself, what successes do these instructors have? It should be no surprise that I'm reminded of the old saying, those who can do teach, those who can do, those who can't teach. Except for me. I also teach and I can do. Charlene says, no more zombie apocalypse, but UX UI bootcamp apocalypse. Does feel that way. So one dog for this one. Let's move on. We have way too many more. This one's going to run late. Welcome to UX Boost Academy. Okay, UX Boost, where opportunities in UX learning are limitless. I bet that's not true, but let's keep going. UX Boost Academy. Why learn? Learning environment. Guide to heuristic evaluation, which of course you can find anywhere. That's free. Here's our instructors. People I don't know. Join our mailing list. Okay, so wait a minute. How do I join this? Courses. That's it. I guess they're just starting this out because it's a course on heuristic evaluation. Enroll for free. I'm a little bit lost, y'all. Is this the same guy? I guess he changed his hair. I'm a little bit lost. So I can't figure out what's going on here, but they seem to have one course that you could probably mostly do by reading some Nielsen Norman stuff. And then he wants $60 to mentor you, but it doesn't even say how long. Is that an hour? Is that more? So I'm going to go with one dog. I can't tell what's going on here. Iton says, we have underground space in Italy. Remember, Delta CX can escape the bootcamp apocalypse. Right. We're going to build an underground bunker. That was our joke the other day in our thing. This is a Medium article. Oh, right. Because someone wanted to me to see that Salesforce had introduced a UX designer certification from Salesforce, y'all. Because when I think of really great user experiences, I think of Salesforce. So why you become a Salesforce certified UX designer? Discovery, fundamentals, human-centered design, declarative design? I've never heard of that. Larry, declarative design? What's that? Is that just sentences that end in a period? So I guess they're trying to create a job, Salesforce UX designer. I guess to go with Salesforce admin, developer, and marketer. All right, I'm going to try to wrap up fast. How many more do we have? 4. Okay, good, because I promised I would feed the dogs in 10 minutes. So y'all, we're wrapping this up fast. This one, I'm not even going to run the timer on. I'm just going to tell y'all, I'm going to give this one 4 dogs out of 5. I looked at this before because Don Norman suggested it. So I looked at it and it's really interesting. They're calling it design engineering, but it is basically after Don Norman's heart. It basically takes a very multidisciplinary look at design and UX and problem solving for physical things, for societies, for communities. It seems to be very close to what Don Norman's been talking about lately about how designing with communities and with people and not just phone apps and stuff. So if you are curious about that, this would be something to look at. Again, hashtag not sponsored, but it was a degree that I heard Don Norman finds very interesting. So I'm giving you 4 dogs just because it does seem very interesting. I almost don't care what it costs. I don't know what kind of job you can get when you're done with it. It seemed very strange. It seemed like you were going to learn a little bit of everything ever on the planet ever. Maybe it's just for Elijah because he's the smartest guy I know. But I don't know if Dyson Vacuum Company has anything to do with this, but it's Imperial College London. So, yeah, moving on. Let's do our last 3 and get out of here. This is a bland website. This is User Research Academy. I know I make bland websites because I'm not an artist, but this one beats me for blandness. Okay. Hi, here's all my self-paced courses. Hi, who are you? You're writing in the first person. Who are you? Introduction to User Research Self-Paced Course. Oh, I think we saw this person before and we couldn't figure out who she was. Nikki Anderson, LinkedIn. Nikki Anderson. I don't know if this is who she is. Yeah, because there's her and her dog. User Research Academy is hers. Contributing writer. Okay. User Research Lead. Senior User Research Lead. Founder. Research instructor. Okay, so it looks like she has some background in research. I don't know her at all. She has a course for 397 euros. That's under $500 American. And here's what she is teaching. What is user research? How to get buy-in. Ooh, we don't even know what we're getting buy-in for. Before it begins, creating a plan, recruitment. Well, I like that she's stepping through the normal things we have to do. Discussion guides, taking notes, evaluative, synthesis. I don't know anybody who's taken this, so I can't say if this is good or not. I can say the course looks interesting, and I can say it looks like she has experience. Joel says, oh, this is bland. Wilson says, oh, I follow her on LinkedIn. Yeah, so I don't know her at all. I don't follow her on LinkedIn. I would say this looks interesting. I'm not sure if it's a replacement for what Michelle does, especially since Michelle is more hands-on. But I think if you're looking for an inexpensive online course, this seems interesting, and you'd have to learn a little bit more, see if it has any kind of guarantee. So I will say 3 dogs, because it seems interesting and you could look into it further. 2 more, then I gotta go, and I'll see y'all Monday. This is Leslie University, which I'm not familiar with, and this is user experience online certificate, and they're assuming you already have a bachelor's in something else. So your prerequisite is a bachelor's in anything. Your required courses are UX 1 and 2 and design thinking, which is unfortunate. And approximate time to complete 1 year. So this is a certificate that will take you 1 year. This looks like a testimonial. I don't think she's the teacher. What kind of career can you get? Faculty. Matthew and Aya. I don't know them. Aitan says, I don't know if she's a good researcher, but I think she's a good teacher. I read her articles a lot. They're simple and informative. Okay, that's great. That's for the previous one. I'm not totally sure what's going on here. Overview and curriculum. Oh no, it's one of these. View program of study. User experience 1. Okay, let's see where they start you. Design methods, the role of research in design. Research, team collaboration, stakeholder interviews, sketching, diagram, and presenting. Oh, wow. All of that in UX 1. Wow, that's a lot. How much time do you spend on that? Jeepers. I don't know. I'm worried this is going to be a little bit of a overview. Introduction to interactivity. Design workshop. Yeah, I can't totally tell what's going on here, and they are teaching design thinking, so I'm not too sure about this one. And I didn't see what this costs, and this website's making me a little crazy, so now I don't know how to get back to where I was. Was this the design degree? Design thinking, y'all. Yeah, I can't totally tell what's going on here, and the website's a little bit of a labyrinth. I don't know if this program is good or not. I only know I'm stuck in their website and a little bit lost, so I'm just going to give it 1 dog. You can look into it more if it interests you, but I'm struggling with this website. But again, I'm only giving things 2 minutes. So let's look at the last one, and then I've got to give my dogs dinner. Skills U. Okay. Cookies? No. Find the perfect course. I'm closest to United Kingdom. I clicked United Kingdom. Now what? Another site that doesn't work if I don't allow cookies? Not impressed. UX UI design, 24 weeks. You'll be able to design, conduct usability tests, and make prototypes. So it sounds like nothing having to do with research, just the design side. Singapore? North America? None of these buttons work. Does this place still exist? 24 weeks to UX UI design. Here we go. View course package. Oh, did we see what the price was? Ooh, a job guarantee, y'all. Don't forget to read the fine print. Course summary. Fundamentals. usability and interaction design. So it doesn't look like we're going to learn research. We're just going to jump right into design. Aitan says, I really like Nikki's articles on collaboration and organization of research materials and data. I can send you some. They're really good if you don't know how to organize and categorize stuff. Good. No, this doesn't look good. This is a 6-month course on design, but nothing related to research. I always wish I could see something here that says how you're going to use research to get this right. I'm also not seeing what it costs. Is that course package? Oh. All right, one dog, and I'm out of here. One dog, y'all. That's it. And scene. One dog. This is a very one dog kind of day. So thanks to everybody who joined in. Again, remember, this was the follow-up to episode 110, where we did pretty much the same thing. We took a look at different sites and tried to see if any of these courses seemed interesting. And again, I can't say if they're perfect or imperfect or great or should be avoided, but you have to make your own decision for what's best for you based on what you want to learn. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Joel. But I think there are some there that looked a little interesting, and there were unfortunately many there that looked kind of terrible and like not a good spending of your money. So I'm hoping to not do any of these again, because I'm hoping that you will apply some of the techniques I'm using to review these sites so that you can just review them yourself and come to your own conclusion about what courses might be right for you based on your goals, your learning style, your career path, the mentoring and work reviews that you're expecting to get, and what outcome you expect at the end of all of it. So on that note, I'm going to run. I think we're back on Monday with another show. Let me check what that show is on. Oh, yeah, it's Lee talking about giving more concise and compelling interview answers. So you will want to upgrade your interviewing skills there. Everybody have a great weekend. See you in the Slack channel. If you need any help or have any questions, don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube. And if you want to support the channel, I say pick 3 people who haven't heard about Delta CX and care about good CX and UX, and tell them about the channel. Tell them it's ad-free and not sponsored, so nothing is going to be pushed your way. Everybody, wear 17 masks this weekend. Be well, and I'll catch y'all on Monday. Thanks. Bye. Customer centricity as business intelligence. Visit deltacx.com to learn why we are